Well, it's time to cue up this week's edition of the Newshounds, and you know it's a good one when we have not one, but two hippo stories.
Here's Lui and Oliver with this week's edition of the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Lui and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, a Fiona update.
How about some ear wiggles?
And an endangered species gets some great news.
But first, a critically endangered lemur species went on display at the Cologne Zoo in Germany. Ziga and Justa are cockerel siphacus, delicate leaf eaters from the forests of Madagascar. The pair came to Cologne from the Duke Lemur Center in the U.S. at the end of May, and other siphacus from the center have found new homes in the U.K. and the Berlin Zoo. The goal is to establish a conservation program for the endangered species with all of the zoos involved. There are only a few hundred of these lemurs left in the wild.
There are 5 new residents at Mexico City Zoo, and they are most welcome. A litter of 5 Mexican wolves are now on display there. The 5 young ones are the second litter for Seijay and Rai, a 9-year-old female and 7-year-old male. Wolf cubs are born blind and deaf, so they spend most of their first few months of life inside their den, with brief trips outside that get longer as they develop. The Mexican wolf, a subspecies of the gray wolf, were hunted to almost extinction until the 1970s. In 2020, the efforts of the Species Conservation Action Program succeeded in upgrading the Mexican wolf from probably extinct in the wild to endangered. These 5 cubs are a big step forward to raising those numbers.
It's time for a Fiona the Hippo update. It turns out she's not a fan of bubbles. The Cincinnati Zoo's 3-year-old hippopotamus was quick to run away when a zookeeper blew bubbles at her this month. Of course, we've been following Fiona since her birth. Here she is cuddling with Mom last year, and here she is picking a Super Bowl winner 2 years ago. So cute, but don't bring on the bubbles.
And finally, zookeepers filmed Hippo Emma performing ear wiggles at the hippo habitat at the San Diego Zoo. A slow-motion video